Hello everybody! In this video, we're going to examine the past tenses of the English language. These tenses are the past simple, the past continuous, the past perfect, and the past perfect continuous. Let's begin. The first one is past simple, the storyteller's tense. We use the past simple for actions that are completely finished in the past. We often know exactly when they happened. To form the past simple tense, we add ed ending to the base form of the regular verbs. For example, work becomes worked, play, played, and watch, watched. For verbs ending in a consonant plus y, change y to I and add ed. For example, study, studied. Just a spelling reminder for you. And for verbs ending in a short vowel plus a single consonant, double the consonant. Like stop, stopped, for example. For so-called irregular verbs, you must memorize the second form. There are no rules. For instance, go, went, see, saw, eat, ate, or have, had. Now we are reminded of the ways to form past simple. Let's talk about its uses. Firstly, we have completed actions. We use past simple for actions that happened at a specific, finished time in the past. For example, he went fishing last summer, or I finished my homework an hour ago. We also use past simple for a series of completed actions, like to list a sequence of events in a story. For instance, I woke up, brushed my teeth, and ate breakfast. And finally, we have past habits, actions that happened regularly in the past, often used with always, often, never, and other adverbs of frequency or time expressions. When I was a child, I always played football after school. That's it for past simple, basically. Let's move on to the past continuous. The past continuous is primarily the background action tense. We use the past continuous to describe an action that was in progress at a specific moment in the past. It sets the scene. To form past continuous, you add the ing form of the main verb to the singular past form of to be, was, for I, he, she, and it pronouns. And for the plural pronouns you, we, and they, we put were in front of the ing form of the verb. For example, I, he, my dad, she, my mum, it, the pressure cooker, was making dinner. Or you, we, my family, they, her friends, were having dinner. Now to the uses of the past continuous. There are 3 of those. To begin with, for actions in progress at a past moment. To say what was happening at a precise time in the past. Yesterday at 8 p.m, I was watching a film. Another use is for an interrupted action. When a longer action in past continuous is interrupted by a shorter action in past simple. I was walking to the station when I met an old friend. The meeting interrupted the walk. Finally, we use past continuous for 2 simultaneous actions in the past. Basically, to describe 2 actions happening at the same time in the past. For example, while I was cooking, my brother was setting the table. Next, let's talk about past perfect, the past before the past tense. This tense helps us to clarify the order of 2 past actions or events. We use it for the action or event that happened first. To form the past perfect tense, you need to add the past participle form of the main verb to the auxiliary had. The auxiliary had is the same for all pronouns. I, he, she, it, you, we, and they. We use past perfect to describe the earlier of 2 actions, to show which action happened before another in the past. For example, when we arrived at the cinema, the film had already started. First, the film started. Second, we arrived. In addition, we use the past perfect tense to show cause and effect in the past. For instance, he was tired because he hadn't slept well. We often use signal words like already, just, never, by the time, after, before with past perfect. Finally, the past perfect continuous, the tense to emphasize duration. We use this tense for actions that were in progress for a period of time before another past action. The focus is on the duration of the activity in the past. To form the past perfect continuous, we need to add the ing form of the main verb to had and been, which indicate the perfect, completed, and the continuous aspects of this tense. We use the past perfect continuous to show the duration of a past action, to emphasize how long an action had been happening before something else occurred. For example, they had been driving for 6 hours before they stopped for a break. They drove first for a long time and then stopped. We can also use the past perfect continuous to demonstrate the cause of a past state, to show that a lengthy past action was the reason for a past situation. For instance, her eyes were red because she had been crying. There are some signal words that often go together with the past perfect continuous, such as for, since, and how long. To put it all together and see how these tenses really work in a narrative, let's tell a short story. Yesterday afternoon, Katya was feeling past continuous background action, tired because she had been studying past perfect continuous duration all morning. She had just finished past perfect, earlier past action, her final exam when her friends called, past simple, main past event. They invited, past simple, her to a cafe. While they were sitting, past continuous, simultaneous action, and talking, she suddenly realized past simple, short single action. She had left past perfect, earlier action, her phone at home. To summarize our understanding of the past tenses, let us ask ourselves several questions. If it is a single, completed action completely in the past, it's past simple. Secondly, was it an action in progress at a specific time in the past? If yes, you have past continuous. Thirdly, had one action happened before another past action, then it's past perfect. Finally, do I want to emphasize the duration of an action that happened before another past event or action and/or led to it? If that's the case, then you have past perfect continuous. So here you have all 4 past tenses in English. Go, practice now. Tell stories. I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.